Want to give a quick shout out to the flagship sponsor of David Talks Buffs and David Talks Broncos YouTube channel, and that is Profit X, America's #1 sports prediction market. This is peer-to-peer sports prediction where players play against each other, like you and me, instead of a sports book versus the house. You almost always get the best odds on any play that you're looking to make. They operate in over 40 states, including Texas, where I reside. So use the promo code Dave and claim up to $200 in profit cash for all plays in the first 30 days of playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Go ahead, click the link in the description, sign up using my promo code Dave on Profit X, and join me on America's #1 sports prediction market. Man, I gotta throw some money down on predicting when we're gonna see Julian Lewis. Russ, how are you doing, man? I hope the Buffs blowing their second straight 14 point lead did not put too big of a damper on your vacation at the happiest place on earth, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank God I was at the happiest place on earth. Thank God I was there. Got to drown out my sorrows, got to not worry about it, got to just not think about the CU situation for a little while, although obviously was very nervous about Coach Prime's health and what was happening there. But good to see that he's already back at practice today. If that isn't somebody that you want to fight for, I don't know who is. All the haters can go suck on it because they just want Coach Prime to quit so bad. Dealt with a bunch of people today on my show saying that, non-CU fans saying that Coach Prime's going to go to the SEC and get paid a bunch of money. And I'm like, you guys are the same people saying that he sucks at coaching. And now all of a sudden he's good enough to go to the SEC. And you're like, I don't get it with these people. Haters are just haters. Glad to see Coach Prime is healthy. Glad to see that the surgery went well.
Yes.
And hey, we'll move on to another week. It's Iowa State week. We'll get to talk about that. But of course, we can start this off by chatting a little bit more about TCU and what we got to crash out on a bit Saturday night.
Well, now, Russ, I might just switch it up on you with what you've been talking about because Coach Prime's not quitting on these guys, unlike Bill Belichick out there in North Carolina looking for a way to get his $1 million buyout up and out of there, man. Can we just talk about the irony? And I do just want to say, I was rooting for North Carolina to be successful too, right? I'm not a Bill Belichick hater, but you cannot help but point out the hypocrisy with all the racists, with the media, with what they want to see from Coach Prime. Take it away, Russ.
Somebody said it to me today perfectly. Everybody wants to still suck up to Bill Belichick because they're hoping that they can get him for whatever. Like ESPN's not going to talk about this story nonstop 24/7 like they would if it was Coach Prime because they want Bill Belichick to come work for them. And that's what's happening right now. You're seeing the suck up across the world. It is what it is. I mean, it is absolutely horrible what's happening over there. I have people saying it's the exact same situation as CU. Just because we're 2-4, and not succeeding, that we're in the same situation. I'm like, record aside, the off the field stuff is not happening. No. Okay. We do not have a long list of recruiting violations that the school is putting together to try and void his buyout clause. Okay. We don't have our coach offering. And by the way that I read that tweet was Bill Belichick is trying to find another job and then will pay his own buyout to go take the other job. So he's not even looking to get any money out of this, really. And if he can't find another job, he's willing to negotiate his buyout down so that he can just leave. Like, it's literally, he wants to leave. He doesn't want to be there anymore. He wants to go do something else. He realized very quickly college football is not for me. And is that surprising, David? Like, literally, I said this when it happened. I know you were cheering it on, but I was one of the people that immediately said this is not going to work because Tom Brady, Gronk, both went on and said there is no way this is going to work. The Bill Belichick way will not work with young college players. And I'm sorry to anybody out there that was like, hey, Bill Belichick's going to totally connect with a high school. Who wouldn't want to go play for legendary Hall of Fame? Like, I'm sorry, that is not the same thing as Hall of Fame Deion Sanders, who is all about aura, all about, play style and bling and all the stuff that the kids actually like. There's a connection there. Bill Belichick is a grumpy old curmudgeon football coach that is like, you do it my way or you go the highway. I don't care who you are. And it happened to be successful because he had Tom Brady fall into his lap. Let's be honest, because his record without Brady has been absolutely nothing in his career. So let's be honest of who did what there. But yeah, it's just hilarious seeing this all happen. It's sad seeing this all happen because those players are now completely screwed. But hey, Dave, there is a lot of UNC players that I would love to have on Colorado. And there are several high school recruits that committed to UNC over Colorado that I guarantee will be taking a second look at Coach Prime and what he's building over here.
Hey, how about shout out to Adrian Wilson, right? Is that who it was?
Adrian Wilson left here and went there. I mean, to be honest, it made sense. He wasn't doing anything here. He wasn't working out. He's not Quinnell Farrakhan. He's not Quentin Gibson. Like, it was fine that he left and he's not doing anything. But, that's where we're at.
Yeah. I think the last thing I have to say about it is like, we're not having a good year, man. Like we're just not. But
yep.
There's plenty that we can talk about and criticize when it comes to the coaching and strategies of Coach Prime. But a couple things that you can never question, legitimately, is his love for doing this job, is his love for coaching. The fact that he's back already again after another surgery, losing his liver, losing toes. You literally cannot question his commitment to coaching, as well as his love for the players, regardless of what the outcome is. You cannot question, his love for this job. Whereas, like, hey, our previous coach that we had right before this, Carl Durrell, I don't really know how fired up he was to do this job every day, right? So, again, just something that Bill Belichick is not on Coach Prime's level with when it comes to this, man. And I just think it's so funny. But anyways, let's get back to some sad stuff, man. We lost again to TCU. Russ, it's been a few days to digest this. And you also held your call-in show. Right now, kind of what is the sentiment, the temperature in the room with yourself, as well as maybe some of your callers on the state of the team and what you're feeling about this current quarterback situation going into Iowa State?
I think a majority of people are, kind of at the end of the rope when it comes to Kaidon Salter and what he brings. I don't care what you see. I don't care what you want to say. Is the coaching good, David? No, the coaching is not good. But people are just making excuses for Kaidon Salter at this point, wanting to say that it's all Pat Shurmur's fault. I'm still seeing it. Literally just happened to see a certain video go live that literally that's all they're talking about is just how bad the play calling is, and it's all that. And Salter's, amazing. Like, Salter's doing something out of nothing, which I don't agree with. Like I said, and we've talked about it, Dave. There is obviously some off the field stuff that people just don't have enough information on. And the only bit of information we have is the fact that Kaidon Salter is not a leader on this team. He is not given a leader patch. He is not given a dog patch. He is being called out by his own darn teammates, Dave, in Xavier Hill in a press conference. There is obvious leadership issues. And when your quarterback is not leading your team, you're going to struggle and have issues no matter what happens, Dave. No matter what happens. And so there's that. I think the sentiment across the board is that Kaidon Salter is not the guy that needs to lead this team to success. This team, I played a clip, Dave, on my show from CJ and Big Al. They talked about what is going on with Kaidon Salter, what is going on with this team. And I agreed with them wholeheartedly. And I will trust them, being ex-Buffs players, being ex-NFL players, being college football Hall of Fame players. Like, they know what they're talking about. I will take that over anybody else in the world at this point. And what they said was that, one, they said their problem that they see with Kaidon Salter is that he is the same quarterback throughout the entire game, and he is not situational. meaning that when situations arise that he should be making smart plays, whether that's throwing away the ball on 3rd and short instead of taking a 22-yard sack, 2 weeks ago, whether it was, just those things. He doesn't ever change the way that he plays the game when he needs to. You need to be able to adjust. He doesn't do that. That's their biggest criticism of him. And I agree 100%, Dave. And the tape does tell the truth on that. No matter what the play calling is, you need to take control of that room and do something. I just saw a clip of a play where, everybody is throwing up in arms of, oh, well, why are they doing this? This is horrible play calling. Look, he's got one-on-one with Sincere Brown. Why isn't the team doing a one-on-one pass? Okay, that's on the quarterback to audible out of that. It's literally what TCU does at the end of the game. Their quarterback calls out Sluggo to their outside guy and tells him to go because it's one-on-one, zero coverage. Like, it's super easy, and he does it. Why isn't Kaidon Salter doing that? Why are we not calling that out? No, we're calling out because the initial play sucks and Kaidon Salter isn't allowed to audible, but then Staub audibles twice in a game to the same exact. Like, it's just crazy. I am crazy, taking crazy pills when it comes to Salter. He is not it. He's not it, Dave. And that is the consensus. I would say about 98% of the fan base and college football people out there would agree with that he is not the solution for this team in being able to win games.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, like, if at the beginning of the season you wanted to see him play over Julian Lewis or not, or even, hey, like myself, willing to excuse a rocky first game against Georgia Tech. Like, to me, that's really a non-factor. But as the season's gone on, I mean, you just, especially in these last 2 games, I mean, you just can't deny, even Prime said it, man. I saw what you guys saw. And as you put it, Russ, man, I think that he's just been a guy that has failed to understand the big moment. And when you don't understand the big moment, man, how can you lead? Like, really, let's be honest. How can you lead? How can you make the right decisions, man, if you're not understanding what the big moment is, man? So, I 3 turnovers. He had a turnover against BYU as well. To me, it's hard. I can't believe we're playing this quarterback carousel, but if Julian Lewis isn't starting this game at Iowa State, or if it's true that they want to keep him till Arizona, to me, I don't really see the advantage in doing that at this point. Dude, honestly, it's hard for me to believe that Staub would turn the ball over at this type of rate. And say you still want to give Julian more time, dude. I feel like we're doing the definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over again. Am I going crazy?
No, you're not going crazy. And I said it on my show today, Dave. I said, Coach Prime, still somewhat of a young coach. Okay, I don't mean by age-wise. I just mean by length of time coaching. And let's be honest, Dave, has Coach Prime ever had to deal with a quarterback controversy in his coaching career? No. He's literally had Shedeur since day one. This is the first year without having that solid starting quarterback that's like, oh, it's no doubt that Shedeur is the quarterback. And I think that he's learning how to deal with this, Dave. And I think he's made some mistakes, and that's completely fine. He needs to fix his mistakes and figure it out. I think the whole 3 quarterback platoon against Delaware was stupid. I think they should have just gone with Julian Lewis, and they should have just played him at that point. Once they said Salter wasn't the guy, Julian Lewis should have been the guy. You should have just went with it. Bringing Staub in, Staub succeeded and looked good for his small thing, and it made people start to believe. And, that's kind of crazy to me now of thinking about that, of like, I didn't think Julian Lewis got very much of a run to even see what he had. Like, that was my worry about that, was it was just so quick. And I get you were trying to look for a spark, but I think you should have just gone with Julian at that point. I think we should have just said, hey, this season's in Julian's hands. I don't know if he just didn't want to send that message or what. Dave, what I think is going to happen, I think Salter gets to start. I think if he struggles or shows any issues again where things slow down, I think they turn to Julian at some point during this game, depending on what the situation is. And I don't think they look back at that point. I do think, Dave, whatever decision they make next is the decision for the rest of the season. There's not going to be a carousel at this point. Whatever they make, they're going to do. That's why I also don't see Staub, because I don't think Staub is the long-term solution. I think your only option at this point is to go to Julian Lewis, is to say, hey, you've got the keys. Shedeur gave you the keys for a reason. And this is your team going forward. We're going to live and die with you. Hey, if we lose games, that's fine. We want you to learn. Don't put that pressure on yourself. See what you can do, see what you can figure out, and let's build some momentum going into next season and see what happens from there.
Yeah, I got a lot of thoughts, Russ.
Yep.
I don't even know where to start.
Let's
start with this, Dave. Man. Let's start with this regarding Julian Lewis, man, because I want to see him, dude. We have enough. Okay. There's things that we talked about on this show leading up to the season. I'm like, if Salter could lose his starting job, what was the main thing that would lead to it? It was his turnovers. And we thought maybe it might be fumbling because he had 20 fumbles in the previous 2 seasons before coming out here to see you. That hasn't been the issue. What has been the issue is him throwing interceptions. So, again, when you got no leadership, you're turning over the ball. You play, regardless of how you feel about it, you play a big role in your team blowing these 14-0 leads without a doubt. To me, I don't know how you can say that this guy gives us the best chance to win when you have a 5-star true freshman on the team. And guys, respect all you, but I do not want to hear this is poverty program stuff if I hear y'all clamoring for a walk-on quarterback in Dominic Ponder when you got Julian Lewis sitting on the bench. You got Julian Lewis sitting on the bench. Like, this is not the time to get another Rudy story out there. Absolutely not. Again, I could understand maybe a Staub as a stopgap, but then that begs the question, Russ, we're halfway through the season. We're going into our 7th game. In my opinion, Julian's as ready as he's going to get this year. It's halfway through the season. If he doesn't play this week, why is it? Is this because it's more of a, Kaidon Salter wanting to give the vets one last opportunity to keep their bowl hopes alive? We're getting close. We can only lose 2 more games to in order to keep our bowl eligibility, or just to say, like, why isn't Julian ready at this point? Like, why?
Yeah. No, I think that's the exact point, Dave. I think that's the only reason that they're going back to Salter again this week, Dave. That's the only reason I can think of is, hey, but my question is, Dave, and you let me know. I mean, again, this is all personal opinion, but how much of that locker room do you think Kaidon Salter has lost or never even had in the first place?
I don't think you have to wonder of it, dude. Let's be honest.
It's just crazy.
That's the only thing that explains the craziness we saw with Delaware, dude. That's the only way that.
Yeah.
Again, we've just seen glimpses of it, but obviously there was a lot more behind closed doors for you to run out a 3-quarterback competition.
It's true.
In your 3rd game of the season or 2nd game of the season. Was it the 2nd game?
Yeah, that's what I keep trying to say to all of like the Twitter warriors out there that want to like say like this, that, and this, that, and this, that. Like, we seriously, we are spoiled as fans that we get well off and we think that we see everything and we think that this team's dumb enough to show us everything. They're not. And so the fact is, there are stuff that happens behind the scenes that we don't know. How do we know how much video is being watched by everyone? I mean, heck, Dave, it very well could be the reason that Juju's not starting. Maybe there's something off the field that we don't know yet going on with that, or they're waiting for something from him. We don't know. We can only speculate. And I'm not going to start a rumor that that's happening. The point is that there's so much that we don't know about. The things we do know, Salter does not have a leader patch on his jersey. Teammates are throwing their hands up and look pissed off during the game when he misses stuff. Body language. What did Salter look like when he got benched and didn't play in that Houston game on the sideline? Like, there are so many things that we can look at and attribute. And I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how any football player out there, okay? Did I play football? No. I played other college sports, and I can tell you right now, there's a lot of things I can pick up on of body language, leadership capabilities. All those things those happen across the board. And to me, those are the things that we can physically see. We can physically see those things happening, and it's not good for Salter. No matter what you want to say. Is play calling horrible? Absolutely. But you can lead this team and say, screw Pat Shurmur, just like Shedeur Sanders did at times last year, and find ways to win games. And that's not happening right now. So that's where I'm at with that. I don't know what you need to do with that. I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. The only thing we do know right now, as far as I can tell, is that I think this is Salter's team going to the weekend. But hey, Dave, this team has done crazier things. Maybe behind the scenes, Julian Lewis is planning to start. But to me, it just seems like Salter will be the starter. And I hope, Dave, that he has a short leash and that we do see, if we struggle, Julian Lewis get a chance this weekend.
Dude, this is my strategy, man. Go up 14-0, then pull him the rest of the game, dude. Like,
he can do the two drives perfectly, and then after that, it's pull him. Let's get the 21
like a closer,
points.
Man, a relief pitcher. He's on an extremely low pitch count, man, and then it just goes off the rails. That's just what it is,
I'm
man.
not,
but like I don't know. Like, part of me wants to question, all right, like, why isn't Julian ready at this point? Again, like, if I remove my emotions from it,
yep.
And you ask me point blank, like, would you rather be more reckless or err on the side of caution with Julian Lewis? I'm gonna say, yeah, err on the side of caution, man. So, like, but emotionally, man, like, I'm every single reason for not playing Julian Lewis at this point, like, it's been answered. You got a bad senior quarterback, you got a great offensive line, you got a running game. Like, everybody for the most part is pretty healthy on the offensive side of the ball, and but I think he's a fine fit for the offense. I will give Pat Shurmur credit. Like, I don't think that his game plans, as of recently, have been horrible. Like, I don't think so. Like, my biggest criticism of him against Georgia Tech wasn't doing a lot to his strengths. And I've seen Salter's strengths, and I've seen him incorporate more of those concepts that have been helpful. But there's only so much you can do. We've seen it twice in these last couple of games where these defenses make adjustments to say, fine, we're going to sell out to stop the run in the second half. You guys are going to be facing third and long or third and mid all the time. Can't run it on third down. And we're going to dare your quarterback to beat us with some intermediate to long throws. And Salter hasn't been able to do that consistently. So you're not really getting the offensive output that you need from this quarterback in crunch time. And, I'm obviously going to be rooting for my Buffs to win, man. But I got to say, I would rather go with the unknown, the untapped potential, roll with the ups and downs of that. And I might think that a quarterback like that might give us the better chance to win right now than somebody that has consistently shown that they just fold when the moment gets, you need a spark, dude. These guys don't believe in this guy. They don't believe in this guy.
That's the key. That's the key. I mean, you can just tell from everybody on this. I mean, you can blame everybody else, but it's the whole thing, Dave, where it's like, what is the one common denominator in this team right now that keeps coming up with the issue? Like, everybody out there wants to blame everything else, right? The one common denominator in this, and it has to do with that leadership. It has to do with all that, they're blaming, okay, our receivers don't want to like block for the, or they'll just put it all on coaches. There's a lot of stuff to that, but I mean, for me, it's like if Julian Lewis goes in, even if he doesn't play well, Dave, you can tell if a quarterback has it or not, even when they don't play well. There will be flashes of what they can be. And that gives you hope going forward. And trust me, it works with people out there. I mean, it's going to help with recruiting. It's going to help with the transfer portal. It's going to help with a lot of things where people are like, oh, I can see what Colorado's building and I can see what Julian Lewis is. And I know it's going to be good. I'm going to go to Colorado because I want to build and I want to be in the limelight on top of that. So that's where I see the positive of playing Julian Lewis, win or lose. You ride with him if he goes in.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
We'll answer this one from Gennaro. He might just be tuning in a little late, hearing what I had to say, but we'll have you answer it first, Russ, man. Who gives you a better opportunity to win, K-Salt or Ponder?
Neither. Jesus, neither at this point. God, why are we even asking this question?
Dude, this is like saying, it's not apples for oranges, but whatever the expression is. I'm talking like Ricky-isms from Trailer Park Boys, but last year, and I might have even said this, man, like if Shador goes down, we know we got a Ryan Staub. We might see what Gavin Cole can do, baby. 6'5" guy.
Oh my
dude,
God.
He was terrible, dude. He threw an interception
on his throw of his career.
He caught his own pass and then threw an interception for a pick 6 off of that, dude. That was insane, dude. That guy was terrible, man. Dude, if Ponder can't earn a scholarship, if he cannot earn a scholarship, if he cannot surpass Ryan Staub on the stop it right now. You're better than this.
Oh my God.
Stop it, man. This is ridiculous. Dominic Ponder, really?
I blame well off for people even thinking that Ponder is the guy.
No. I blame the fans, dude. You should be able to look at a walk-on quarterback.
But that's what I mean is they get clips of Ponder making a play at practice and they're like, oh, that's the guy. That's the one. It's like I can find hundreds of quarterbacks out there, Dave, who have good practices who've never accomplished anything in football ever. And it's because guess what? You don't see all of the stuff there.
Yeah, you know who this is the same story with that we brought on last year. I have no idea why.
Oh, God.
All-American, walk-on, Hall of Famer, safety, Ian Massey. That guy had
God, don't start. You're gonna
highlights. He had great practice highlights. And what did we see halfway through the season last year? Man, play Ian Massey. Dude. What's he doing now? Selling insurance? Come on now, man. I do not want to hear Dominic Ponder's name one more time, but I know we're going to hear it, dude. But stop asking these freshmen or these walk-ons to be anything more than just practice players for this team, man. That is crazy. No, Kaidon Salter might not be ready for this kind of job, but stop this bullshit right now. Come on, guys. We are absolutely better than this. We are absolutely better than this bullshit y'all are putting out. This is propaganda. This is fake news. Shame on every single one of you. Now the chat's going. Now the chat is going.
I know, because they know, Dave.
Enough with these walk-ons. If he was good enough, he could have gotten a scholarship like Ben Finiseth, like freaking Charlie Alford. This guy's so bad, he couldn't get a scholarship. How about that? When you got our terrible walk-ons that everybody hates getting scholarships, man. This guy isn't good enough to get a sympathy scholarship.
Oh my God, Dave, it's hilarious. It is hilarious. It's also dumb. What we've become. Like I said, I mean, if we don't get any practice clips, nobody even knows who Dominic Ponder is. Like, seriously, nobody even knows who he is if we don't get practice clips. Yeah, do you think any other college program in the country is clamoring for their fourth string walk-on quarterback? Is there any college program doing that, Dave?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. At least they put in Staub. At least I can get behind that, but no, we're not. This guy couldn't even get a sympathy scholarship. I'm done with you. And my respect for you has gone down.
Oh my gosh. Well, Dave, before we get to Iowa State and the preview, now that we've gone through the Ponder stuff, let's first get in a word from our sponsors for the Buff Blitz. Of course, this week we have our wonderful people over at Taco Bell and the Buffs box, but also they want us to talk about that Taco Bell Cantina menu. And let me tell you about the Taco Bell Cantina menu. If you have not tried it, you are in for a treat. Taco Bell has launched a new era of chicken, and it's not your parents' poultry. Cantina Chicken Menu debuts a new flavorful chicken that is slow roasted, perfectly seasoned with Mexican spices, including garlic, onions, and a variety of chilies. Additional premium ingredients highlighted on the menu include shredded purple cabbage, white corn tortilla shells, freshly fried, and pico de gallo that is prepared fresh daily. Try amazing shredded chicken in a crispy white corn tortilla with cheese inside and out. That's right, on the outside, fried onto the tortilla, wrapped in a burrito with fresh purple cabbage and pico, or inside a cantina chicken quesadilla. However you like it, you'll never have chicken the same. Combine that with one of Dave's buff boxes he sees here. Oh, by the way, I did order me some Taco Bell tonight because I had no time for dinner, and it is literally like across the street. I got myself a Quentin Gibson tonight, Dave. So
let's go.
Order yourself some Taco Bell today. Get your $7 buff box. Get some cantina chicken menu items and some other classics, as well as your collectible cup. Taco Bell is also a proud sponsor of CU Athletics, and we'll be donating $1,000 to the Golden Buffs Scholarship Foundation for every CU touchdown scored. Dave, we're good for at least 14 points every game, right? You know, right away, 14 points, 2 scholarships, or $2,000 in scholarships every single time when the Buffs score a touchdown. Buffs love the bell. Sco Buffs live Moss. Right, Dave? It's beautiful.
Beautiful. I love Taco Bell. Thank you. Thank you for making this season so enjoyable despite the blown leads. I love you. I love you. Now, let's talk about, man. Let's talk about how on Profit X, man, you got to be taking the Buffs to cover in the first half, and then for just absolutely blow it in the second half. And you can do that on Profit X, man. You can do that on Profit X, man. We got the first half, we got the team totals, all that. But again, use my promo code Dave. Get yourself a nice $200, up to $200 Profit Cash bonus. Terms and conditions apply within your first 30 days playing. But hey, just wanted to showcase this a little bit. Right now on Profit X, money line plus 114 for Colorado. Okay. Look at this, man. Nice 2.5 point spread. Iowa State comes in as the favorites after dropping their first loss to Cincinnati. They're 5-1. And the over is 52. Now, I will say, man, this defense still giving up some points, man. But maybe, just maybe, if we can not turn the ball over 1,000 times, they might be able to, keep us under the spread. That'd be a lot of fun. But, as you can see, man, my account is dwindling a little bit. But I got to be honest, Russ. It's peer-to-peer sports prediction market, which means you get the best odds, and it's hard for me to say no to this plus 14 for 114 for the heck of it, man. So I might just have, put down a little bit of a Profit Cash on this. But yeah, I think the key for me this week is to make a play for them to cover the spread in the first half, baby. Forget about the second half. I think that's what I've learned with this team. Forget about the second half.
I like it, Dave. I'm actually a little surprised that the spread is so low on this game and so even.
Let me check Vegas Insider.
Yeah, I would love to know what Vegas is saying about this game, because I'm a little surprised. Like,
yeah,
that's one of the closest spreads we've had all season.
That's basketball.
To me, that says kind of what I've been thinking, which is this is a lot closer of a game than I think people think. I think
it's -3 on Vegas Insider.
-3, so a field goal. I mean, what last week was what was -13.5, and CU, because the last touchdown didn't cover the spread.
Oh, dude, that pissed me off so much. That pissed me off so much, man.
Josh Hoover deciding that, hey, I'm just not going to take the victory. I'm going to take the extra touchdown and the spread at the end of the game. Not to mention, Delaware trying to end the spread at the end of the game with the field goal for no reason. Luckily, they missed that. I mean, these games have been spot on all season for the spread. All season.
I know.
6.5 underdog. Last week, we lose by 7. 13.5, we lose by 14. We're hitting that spread literally by a half a point every time, guys. So if I'm going to just say that, this Iowa State game is going to be pretty darn close. And if we lose, we're losing by a field goal.
Well, maybe we can actually get freaking lucky then. Maybe we can have some buff luck happen where we win where we shouldn't have, man. Because I have no faith in this team winning the turnover battle. I got absolutely no faith that they got Kaidon Salter out there that we're going to win the turnover battle. No way. But if the spread is -3 or on Profit X, -2.5, we're getting a fun game. We're getting a competitive game. And right now, are all the opponents that we've beaten still on? No, TCU has losses, right?
Yes. Yeah. But 18-2, by the way. The teams
Man,
that we've played
insane.
this season have a combined 18-2 record.
I bet we'll end up with a top 25 strength.
Right now, based on remaining schedule, Dave, they have a top 5 hardest schedule in all of college football.
Man.
In all of college football.
Wow.
Like, to all those people out there that want to say that CU is this terrible team, or that we're 2-4, but they're not paying attention like to the actual records and what's going on, it's just hilarious. It just shows me that people just don't care. Don't pay attention.
Finish. We just can't finish. We're just not made for the moment.
It's not even
counted.
It's not even finished, Dave. It's like we don't have that instinct, that finishing instinct, as far as like, can we just step on the team's throat for once? I mean, you go up 21-0, the game's over. Like, Dave, 21-0, the game's over, because you know what you do? You could just run the ball and kill clock at that point and probably be victorious. And yet, no, we're 14-0. The other teams are still in it, because 2 touchdowns, I mean, that's a quick momentum swing, especially what happened last week, especially what happened the week before, all of that.
Yeah, we're a good team.
Just no quarterback or no OC. That'll definitely do it. SOB. That'll definitely do it right there. Like, that's the difference, and that is a pretty big difference, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Well, I do have. I'm not going to act like I've scouted this team, man, to a very deep extent, but there are some statistics that I wanted to share on Iowa State coming in. Of course, we can take a look at, if I can pull up my screen again, their schedule, what they've done. Oh, and I just deleted it, so we're not even going there. But we can cover right now total points per game. They're at 31.3, which is right around, maybe slightly below average for the conference. Right now, we're at 25 points per game, which is like 3rd worst in the Big 12. It's disgusting.
Dog water.
It's terrible. And they do have a pretty balanced offense, because when you look at some of their players, Rocco Becht, he's doing Rocco Becht things, throwing for 65% completion. He's got 9 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, though. But one thing that could go in our favor is right here, Russ. 11 sacks on the year, man.
Yep.
We might be able to get to them. But they got some guys that can carry the rock really, really well. Hanson, Sana, Lee. I think they're averaging like around 150 yards a game. Let me go back. But this is a well-balanced team. And Chase Sewell, he's back. If you remember him, he was on the Buffs, went to East Carolina after Prime came, and he's found himself back in Power 4 college football. So congratulations to him. He's off to a nice little start here, 18.2 yards per catch and touchdown.
And something that Iowa State is well known for, Dave. Tight ends. Did you see that? 3 of their top 6 receivers are all tight ends. They use 3 different tight ends, Dave. 3 different tight ends. Are you kidding me? That could not bode well for Colorado if they can get the tight ends involved.
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. So that's red zone targets. That's red zone targets right there. Like, that is what they're using them for. That is not good for Colorado's defense, and that is not going to bode well if they get into the red zone on Saturday. Yeah. So something to pay attention to there. Other thing that I noticed, Dave, and just throwing that out there, Rocco Becht, not really a running quarterback. He's got 60 yards on the season. So he is a true
season high, baby.
He is a true pocket passer, between the 11 sacks, between the yardage, between the touchdowns. Like, he is a true and a good pocket passer, mind you. I'm not saying that Rocco Becht is bad. In fact, I think that Rocco Becht is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the Big 12. Okay, guys? He is one of the best pure pocket passing quarterbacks in the Big 12. Can our D-line get there? Now, the rumor is, Dave, that we're looking a lot healthier on the defensive line for this week. That's what was said in the press conference this week. We should get the first injury report tonight at some point. I'm hoping we're still on the air. Last week, it came on literally seconds after we went off the air. we went live with the injury report, so we should see it very shortly. But Rocco can ball. And so, Dave, the only way CU wins this game is if we ball and pass for a lot of yards and it becomes a shootout. So just a tease, but my prediction, we're definitely going to be in the, I don't know what the overall over and under for
52.
points is. Is it 50? I take the over. I take the over on that. I think both teams could score 30 points in this. I really do.
I would love that. I like it when there's high scoring with our team involved. Right now, defenses, we're again in the bottom quarter of the conference, 24.8 points given up per
Look
game.
at that, though, Dave. Two of our fall end of season opponents are worse than we are defensively.
I'm telling you, we can beat Kansas State in Manhattan, baby. That's
absolutely.
And hopefully it's for us to get to a bowl game. But Iowa State giving up 18.2 points per game. That does not bode well in our favor. Right now, we're giving up 180 yards rushing. And again, like that's still, I feel like the Achilles heel on this team, even though the passing defense has been terrible. Teams haven't necessarily needed to shred us through the air throughout the game. I guess it only happens when you fall into a 14-0 deficit, right? Other than that, you can run for 300 or 400 yards on us. Georgia Tech did or Houston did. I felt like they were just running all over us, man. But when we look at the offense too, guess I'll share where we're at when it comes to the conference there. You can see us second to last. It's even worse than I thought. 25 points per game. Iowa State's offense, 31.3. And they're right now, we're not even running for 150 yards a game right now.
Still better than what we've done in the years past. I mean, Dave, we were at 60 the first year of Coach Prime, 90 last year, roughly. That's a huge jump, and I do give credit, and I will always give credit. You know, people want to give crap to our position coaches and say how bad everybody is. Marshall Falk has done a very nice job with this running back room. Because again, I would say,
Prime, by the way, friend of Prime, he's done okay. Yeah.
But when you look at these stats, you look at where we're at. Both teams, you know, they're averaging 400 yards passing. We're 355, so not that far off. Or sorry, that's total yards. 211 on passing versus Iowa State 248. So we're pretty close, Dave. I mean, these two offenses are pretty close when it comes to that. The big reason, Dave, why people are thinking that this game is going to be so close, though, and somebody said it in the chat way long ago that I found out a little bit more about today, Iowa State's DB room is injured to heck. They have lost both of their starting cornerbacks. That bodes well. And also, Dave, if you look at the defensive stats of Iowa State and where they rank, their pass rushing is really, really bad.
Oh, okay.
They are grading out very poorly when it comes to pass rushing, sacks, all of that. So very, very interesting thing right now.
Sounds like it's a perfect game, honestly, to just play Julian Lewis in.
That, they have 8 sacks on the season, but I believe a bunch of those came in just like 1 or 2 games, if I remember right from what I've been seeing. When you just look at their overall like team stats and where they rank and stuff like that, that's where we could see it good. And before that, part of the reason they were so good was because of how good their cornerbacks were. If those cornerbacks are missing, Dave, and they're not getting a pass rush, Kaidon Salter should be able to, pass around the rock if he's who everybody says he is, coaching aside, because Kaidon Salter sucks because the coaching sucks. Shedeur Sanders, he did just fine with this sucky coaching, but Kaidon Salter is only as good as his coaches, guys. That to me, that tells me quarterback just may not be that good.
Yeah. Quarterback might just like to cry. Might like to cry and feel bad for himself. Sorry, I just want to get to this, and I'll comment on a couple of things you said, Russ. But Dave, that's right. It's not a case all was given more than fair opportunity to strut his stuff. Need to see something different on the offense right now. Yeah, we're going in Game 7, man. And again, this is without it losing your bowl eligibility. I mean, this is about as close to a must-win game as possible right now. And again, I just okay, you got the top 2 corners down against Iowa State. Maybe you should put in a more natural passer of the football.
between that, between, you know, the pass blocking ability of our offensive line, between Iowa State struggling at that, to me, it seemed like the more I looked into this, Dave, that this was like the perfect game to put him in. Then you got the bye week coming up. That gives him more time to prep, makes him feel comfortable heading into a very difficult game. You got the Utah game coming up fairly soon in Utah. That is not a game to start Julian Lewis at unless he has experience or he's ready. That is the bad part about that.
Yeah.
So
now I will say, G's saying, "Oh, he'll pass it," but question is, will he pass it to the right team? Yeah,
I love it.
You're absolutely right.
I love it,
about
G.
this. And, hey, you alluded to this. Their pass rush isn't good, so hey, maybe Kaidon Salter will be able to connect on some of those shots downfield, not facing a big pass rush. I think somebody said, "Hey, well, you know, if you put in somebody like Ponder or somebody in the comments, man, you can stretch. We can stretch the field with Kaidon Salter, man. He can throw the ball downfield. The problem is that we don't have anybody really hit those. He's not a guy to hit the guys in the intermediate parts of the field at all, man. But he can throw it deep, so you might dial up some more deep shots in this game. And let's talk about our pass rush, man. London Merritt, Alexander McPherson have looked phenomenal. Of course, Arden Walker has showed up as well in certain spots. This is going to be a big game for them, man. We need to get to the passer, man, when Rocco Beck's going back there. I feel like if we could force him into a couple turnovers, hey, even if we have 3, we still might win this game being at home and with 3 turnovers. The problem is that, you know, these other teams haven't been turning over the ball on us, man. They're very well coached when it comes to the discipline of taking care of the ball. But if we can force a couple turnovers on our end, or hey, might this be the week, Russ, that we see a cornerback catch an interception?
Who knows? I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough against Rocco Becht. I'm not going to count on that. You know, my whole thing is, can we limit the turnovers? You know, I don't think we're going to win the turnover battle in this game. I think it'll either be even at 0 or, you know, we'll give up 1 or 2 turnovers. And the question is, can we avoid letting that come bite us? I mean, Dave, our defense, 4 turnovers they had to deal with, only 14 points. And I say only 14 points just because of how bad our defense has been. You know, to give up 4, to allow only 14 off of that, kind of crazy to me. But you know, that's where it's at. It's just kind of crazy, Dave. It's kind of crazy that this is where we're at. But, you know, that's what's happening right now. Play the best players regardless of the age.
Yeah.
I just hope, I could have, I seriously do. I would not be surprised if we see Julian Lewis in this game at some point, Dave.
This is my hope, man. You haven't heard anything leak. Of course, last couple times with the starting news, it's been leaked by like Rivals or
True.
ESPN,
They've even said, you know, Kaidon Salter's starting quarterback.
Yeah, maybe Prime found the mole, said, "Shut the hell up. We're starting Julian this week. Like, shut up, man." But yeah, like, dude, I just, to me, it just seems like this is the perfect week to play him, man. But if he doesn't play, hey, Kaidon Salter, we don't need you to be Superman, man. Like, stop that. We don't need you to be Patrick Mahomes. Just don't. We need you to be a game manager with the running game.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. Just don't turn over the football. Just don't be dumb.
Make smart decisions. Make smart decisions. You know, another play that was broken down this week was a play that Omarion Miller completely ran the wrong play. It was a screenplay, and he ran down the field, completely missed the screen. Salter looks to the left, realizes he doesn't have anybody. He runs to the right. What I didn't get was it took him forever to just throw away the ball. I mean, any quarterback in the NFL, if your team runs the wrong play, what do? You just
kill it.
You kill it. You kill the play at that point. You say, screw it. I'm not even going to try. And he still ran out, almost got sacked. He throws the ball like 2 yards in front of him to the line of scrimmage. Barely gets it, by the way, because that scared me to death when that happened during the thing. I'm just like, the whole time he's running out there, I'm just like, throw the ball away, throw the ball away, throw the ball away. And instead he just throws this little, like, it's just crazy. Make the right decisions, okay? When it is 3rd and short, throw the ball away, live to play another down. when it is, it's crazy to me, the decision making on some of that. I get it. That part is not coaching. Okay. That part is not coaching. That is on you to make those decisions yourself. You need to know situational football. And that is what CJ and Big Al said. He is not situational. He does not know what is going on at certain times to know what is being given, what he needs to do, all of that. I feel like Julian Lewis at the minimum, Dave, would at least be able to do that. At least. I mean, the experience that kid has, people need to realize that Georgia football at the level that Julian Lewis dominated at is no joke. It is no joke. So to think that he's not ready or not ready to go against that is just, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, been here since January. I'm pretty sure this young man is getting paid over $1 million. Like, it's just hard for me to believe with how he has handled himself leading up to coming to see you and everything that we know about him, that this man isn't putting in the work. This young man isn't putting in the work to be ready when his number is called. Like, I got a question for you, Russ, based off of Russell Waters' comment here. The difference, very, very short leash this game, and everyone knows it.
I can give you the answer for this.
What will it take for you to pull Kaidon Salter and put in Julian Lewis in this game against Iowa State? What's the line for you? It can be anything, man.
I don't think it's specific to like any like set like points or anything like that. I think the eye test will tell us everything we need to know. If you have 2 drives where he misses things that he should be hitting. I mean, literally, Dave, we have video footage of Coach Prime telling Salter, you had people open. What are you doing? Like, just take what you have there and throw it to your guys. Stop. So it's obvious that the coaches are seeing exactly this. They're seeing what we're seeing. I mean, everybody in the stadium is screaming at him to throw the ball to some of these players at times. So if that happens, if that starts to happen again and he refuses to make the plays that he's given, yeah, you pull the leash. And I agree with Russell Waters here. I agree. Like, I think it is a short leash. That's why I said I have a feeling that no matter what, we're going to see Julian Lewis in this game, win or lose, and I don't care. I'm going to cheer it on. If we lose, Dave, by like, and I'm not saying that like Salter gets pulled because we're losing that much, but I'm saying like if Salter doesn't look good and they pull and put Julian and the game is not a good game and we lose by a lot, I'm still going to be, looking towards the future of just like, okay, well, what are the little plays that Julian Lewis made and how can we prep him to be better and how can we prep the future at that point? Because that's what we're doing once that happens, is it's about the future. It's not about this season at that point.
Like, part of me like kind of gets the idea of like, okay, maybe you put Julian at some point in the game, Salter struggles, but then it's like, dude, this kid's getting essentially, I mean, I know he had Delaware, but first Big 12 Power 4 action, and he's not having a full week of reps. That's like hella annoying. Are they splitting reps coming into this game? Like, I would hate that. But that put aside, man, this is how short my leash is for Kaidon Salter in this game, man. This is how short it is. 1, I'll say it. You do a good job and get us up to a 14-point lead, you're out of here. That's all we need you for. I know that's ridiculous. Coach Prime will never do it. He would never do it. But you say, what's the rule? What George Bush say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again, right? But what happens when you get fooled again? You can't get fooled a third time, all right? You take them out. You take him out with the 14-0 lead. Now, in all seriousness, man, if this man turns over the ball in the first half, done with you. Done with you. There needs to be accountability, like the accountability we saw to Michael Welsh last week. They weren't even technical fumbles. They were just very close to being real fumbles on the ground. He didn't see play in the second half, which I agreed with. Like, he needs to be held accountable for that sort of stuff. He turns the ball over, or if we have multiple drives stall out that just look terrible, I guess those could be 3 and outs. Let me say, get 2 3 and outs in a row, man. Put Julian Lewis in. There's no pressure. Yeah. There's no pressure if the offensive product isn't good, right? But I hate the idea, honestly, though, putting him in this game without having a full week of reps. Then that would beg the question. Somebody was saying, hey, are we going to be back here bitching on Saturday? You bet your ass we are. And
Hell
we'll be
yeah.
calling for Julian Lewis to play again against Utah, I guess, which is not an ideal situation. But yeah, we'll be back talking about it, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's how short my leash is, man. And honestly, dude, if his body language is poor too, I would. Oh my god, dude, you might not even have to wait to the second drive for that one. But for real, put him in at 4. If he gets us out to a 14-0 lead, you're good, dude. You're done.
Yeah, it's just crazy that this is where we're at. It's just crazy this is where we're at. It's crazy that there's people out there that, want to defend what Kaidon Salter's doing and think that it's fine to just keep moving. Like, I don't get it.
Since when are you okay with your quarterback throwing the ball away all the time to the other team? Who is okay with that? That's why I wonder, like, these people that are watching this team, did they watch any football previously to this prime at CU thing?
It's the problem to me is it's you can blame coaching all you want, but the quarterback still makes the decisions on the field, and he makes the throws, and those turnovers are on him, and it's that simple. To make excuses for somebody who's throwing the ball, saying, "Oh, he went to the other team because coach drew the wrong play," or
the guy slightly didn't run towards the ball as much as he should. Dude, come on.
Oh, yeah, it's still on the quarterback to throw a good, like, the perfect ball. Like, yeah, if it hits the receiver's hands and then goes, goes through his hands, those ones are a little bit different. But yeah, and Julius, this is my issue with all this too. I've said this as well, why I want to see Julian and why I think our recruiting will want to see Julian. People want to know if he's the real deal going forward. And if he shows flashes of being the real deal, you're going to get momentum with a lot of things.
Yeah.
So there's that. FNFJ, you all are acting like Salt threw picks every single game. Well, he threw picks when they mattered the most.
He threw picks in the last 2 games in which we blew 14-0 leads. I might add, for the first time in program history that happened, blowing 2 consecutive 14-0 leads. He has 5 turnovers, right? Is it 5 turnovers?
Yep, 5 in those games. So literally all he has to do is not do those turnovers in those games, and we probably still find a way to win. Yeah, like, dude, that's the thing, Dave.
I don't even care. To me, it's like, I know Kaidon Salter's going to miss guys. I know that's going to happen. What I can't tolerate is turning over the ball.
Yes. No. That's the one thing you can't have, especially when you have a 14-point lead, Dave. That's how you let teams back in.
Oh, man.
Is by multiple turnovers.
Dude.
I mean, hell, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. So, we got to get going. We got to get going early. I swear to God, if we get another 14-point lead, Dave, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out at this point in the game.
Put him in the turnover throne. Say you did your job, man, but we're not allowing you to fail to close this game. Not happening.
Yep.
And I know it makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all to bench a quarterback up 14-0, but I've seen enough. Fool me thrice, can't get fooled again.
Absolutely. I've been hoping that we would get the injury report here any second now so that we can report it. I will say something did break just a little bit while we were on here, Dave. There has been an official statement from North Carolina Athletics, Dave. North Carolina Athletics. Statements from Carolina Athletics per Bill Belichick. I am fully committed to the UNC football team and the program we are building here. And then the director of athletics also said, Coach Belichick has the full support of our athletics and university, which translates to, we're not commenting until we have a buyout plan in place.
Wow. Seriously?
4 interceptions. Last interception of didn't he just kind of prove your point, Dave? Because the last interception comes at the end of the game when we're driving to try and win the game.
Yeah. He threw an interception on what should have been the game-winning drive. He had 3 interceptions last game. Dude, I love JR boxing, dude, but come on, man. You would not tolerate that on your own team. Oh, because he was tired after running 40 yards, man. He threw a dumbass throw. He threw a dumb throw.
Then don't throw it.
Yeah.
Do something else.
Yeah, no, man. This guy is the most anti-clutch quarterback we've had here in a long time, man. I can't even remember a guy that just wilted in the moment as often as this guy has, man. I'm done with him, just like UNC is done with Bill Belichick. They're about to name Jordan Hudson their head coach.
Real quick, whose comment was it? Alex Garcia's. I want to do that because we haven't mentioned that, Dave. I forgot about that. Coach Prime was asked, when is Julian Lewis going to play? What's going to happen with that? And people took his comment, I think. I saw a lot of people reacting to his comment because he said, Julian Lewis will be coming around the mountain when he comes. People took that as like, okay, he's not playing. I took that as like he's inevitable. Like he is inevitable. Yeah. Like he will be coming around the mountain at some point. Just be on the lookout. It's going to happen. I took that more as a positive of like, I think that Salter's going to be in a short lease this week. And if it doesn't look good, Juju's there. He's there and he's ready to go if he needs to.
Well, I pray to God Coach Prime is just fooling everybody for the first time when it comes to this stuff on having us believe it's all going to be Salter. And it's like the spring game, man. We were all surprised to see Julian Lewis go out there and start, right?
Oh,
man, wouldn't that be great? Because when he said those comments, dude, I had no idea what the hell that meant.
Yep. Coach Stink Fansky, West Virginia game for Juju. I guarantee you guys that Julian Lewis is starting the West Virginia game.
Yes.
I guarantee it. No matter what happens here on out, Julian Lewis is starting the West Virginia game.
Dude, and apparently the broadcast last week was dragging Steven Montez. Why? Steven Montez would have a winning record with this team. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And dude, one of my worst takes of the year, I said, man, K-Salt is a true dual threat. This guy is better than Steven Montez. What an idiot I am, man. I'm so sorry, Steven Montez. I said that before the season started, man. I take it back. Man. You are worlds away better than this guy, Kaidon Salter.
So,
number 3 now, man. Steven Montez, he was amazing.
You said you love junior boxing, but his comment here shows that he's not listening to the show at all. Both of you called for Coach Prime to call timeout. So what is it, coaching or players? Why isn't it both?
Why the hell can't it be both?
What the hell is wrong with people? I literally have been saying that this whole show. I have said, has the coaching been terrible? Absolutely. But the coaches don't make the throws that go to interceptions. So it's both.
Man, y'all are just looking for one person to blame this whole time, man. And that's just not life, dude. That's not life. That is not life. But yeah, Coach Prime, I said this in my tweet today. There are certain things you absolutely can criticize with his coaching and his strategies. That's fine. But that doesn't excuse the players if they're going to make bad plays or for not turning their freaking head around, getting pass interference calls all the time, man. Some of the stuff falls on them.
It does. It's on both. Like, Dave, we're in agreement. I mean, Shermer's gone after this year. Guaranteed. Like, Shermer is gone after this year. Guaranteed. We know that Shermer sucks. That's a swag.
Again, I don't know. See, now I sound like a Shermer defender, but again, he's like
Oh, we got it, Dave. We got it. Okay. We've got the injury report. Ready?
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Give me a second.
We got good news. Scott Proctor has tweeted it out. Guess what? Coach Prime was right. The defensive line is a little bit healthier. Just a little bit. See if you can pull it up here. We will go over this real quick and what it means for Colorado. Okay, and look, for the first time in weeks, Dave, the other team has more out players than we do. It's a miracle.
Replace the turf.
It's a miracle. Okay, so the big ones, Dave, that have been added. Hakeem Williams is out. He will not be playing this week. Also, RJ Johnson, also out.
Still
DeKalon Taylor out. Simeon Price out. Savell Smalls out. Carson Westbrook out. Phillip Houston, Tyler Brown out. Jack Hystera out. Okunlola, he's out. I guarantee he's done for the season at this point. I mean, you haven't played a single.
Out. I think he redshirts and transfers out.
I think he does too, and I think people will throw a hissy fit and say that it's the end of the world, but it is what it is. I think he sees the writing. I mean, Alex McPherson and London Merritt are the edges in this team moving forward.
They're coming around the mountain.
They're inevitable. They're coming around. They're around the mountain, Dave. Tafik Thomas, Gabriel Lightfoot. We knew Gabriel Lightfoot. He's out for the season, so that's not surprising. Tafik Thomas still out. Draylon Miller, doubtful. Isaiah Harge, doubtful. Carter Stoutmeyer, doubtful. Hey, you guys might get your wish and not see Carter Stoutmeyer on the field. Arden Walker, doubtful, and then questionable Reginald Hughes and Amari McNeil. So a little bit better than last week, although it got worse as the week went on, Dave. If we don't remember, the D-line pretty much lost every player as the week went on, so we'll have to see what happens there.
Russ, are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's okay if you're not.
What did I see?
TJ Branch is not on the injury report.
And Carter Stoutmeyer is, Dave.
Dude.
This is the first time TJ Branch is not on the injury report, Dave. Ooh. I love it.
I'm excited about this one. TJ Branch, player to watch, baby. Because, who would be the Ben Finiseth? Then we got Tafik Bayard. Yeah. I mean, if you want to put Terrence Love and like those guys out there, but screw that, man. We saw TJ Branch ball out in that spring game. He's faster. Ooh. Harder hitter than all of them, man.
Julius Smith just pointed out something too. Look who else isn't on the injury report for the first time this year.
That's right.
Ooh, and RJ Johnson is. So guess what? We might be seeing a new third cornerback.
We finally can just see if somebody else is better.
Dave, let's be honest. When it comes to the corners, outside of that, anybody can be better than what we have. Am I right?
Dude, maybe. It can't get much worse. It really can't, dude. So you might as well see what the 4-star talent can do.
I like it. Guys.
People are saying, what's this rumor with 5 years of eligibility, getting rid of the red shirt? Like, if that's going to be a thing, man, who cares if these true freshmen get on the field or, right now, right?
You play your players. I mean, Coach Prime has said it in the past, Dave. Coach Prime has said it in the past. He's not just going to hold back a player who deserves to play because of a red shirt. I mean, remember he said that about Keaton Wade when Keaton Wade started balling. Like, Coach Stefanski. I mean, I'm liking the injury report, guys. I really am. Based on the players that are no longer on this, I do believe that I feel good about this because for once, Iowa State has a lot more on the injury report that should affect them than we do.
And hey, any given Saturday, a Big 12 team can beat another Big 12 team. We've been seeing that throughout when we joined this conference, man. So I don't think we're ever going to be out of these games, man. So if we just limit the turnovers, man, and maybe some of these guys actually play just even if they play 20% to heck 10% better than some of the guys that have been playing.
True.
That's a chance to win.
That's why Noah King might be the best option to put in at the, at the outside corner opposite of DJ McKinney. Put in Noah King and see what he does. It has to be better than, oh my God, here we go.
No. Spaceships is trolling.
I know
trolling
he is.
us, man.
I know he is. I was about to say, I know who that is.
I don't see any of these Mathis guys out on the field, man.
Yep. No. So that's where we're at. Hey, I mean, the good news is we've had these two running backs out for both games. Go Buffs. So it's the same. And we've got Dallin Hayden back. So we've got Hayden, Micah, Draylon. I think we'll be fine on running backs. I mean, Jack Hystera might medical redshirt. Who knows if he can get the qualifications? Maybe he does. Maybe he comes back. I have no clue what's going on there. Obviously still injured. Tyrekus Davis still injured. Question mark says SOB. Well, he's not on the list, guys. Anybody who is injured has to be on the list. They have to be on the list. Okay. So, if that's the case, and they're not on this list, they are active and playing, or can be active and playing. Whether or not they can actually play is another.
Wow! Now this is the conspiracy of all conspiracies. I saw someone mention that Juju might start around the West Virginia game because their name is the Mountaineers, and it kind of makes sense why he doesn't want to lose his red shirt. They'll be coming around the mountain, dude. If Julian Lewis's first game is on the road, dude, that's dumb, man. I can't get behind it. His first game needs to be at home, or should be.
Yes, Draylon is doubtful. I get that, but I have a feeling he'll play. Vickers is hit or miss. One stop. Vickers is
just
hit or
like
miss.
everybody right now.
I know. Compared to the rest of the DB rooms, you're right. He has been okay. But that's not saying much because he's gotten beat a lot.
Braylon Miller is doubtful. Yeah, that's true.
But it's Dallin Hayden game. It's Dallin Hayden season. It's Michael Welsh season. Mind you, guys, going into the season,
it's all Dallin Hayden season.
Going into the season, Dave, that's who we thought our running backs were going to be. Was Michael Welsh and Dallin Hayden. Remember? We didn't even have.
But he's fumbling the ball too much. This guy fumbled against BYU. Was it BYU? When did he fumble? No, it was against Wyoming, man. He almost fumbled the game away for us.
Yeah, that's true.
But then the Wyoming coach decided, you know what? I'm done playing. I'm done trying to win this game.
I'm just going to give up. Oh, yeah. No. So there that is, guys. There that is. We've got the injury report. We know what's going on this week. Dave, let's get to some predictions. Even though we probably don't want to this week because it's just way too hard to figure that out. But, Dave, give me first impact players. Who needs to be an impact player in order for CU to get the victory this year?
We need Dallin Hayden to run for like 200 yards to beat this team.
I was going to say that. Dallin Hayden needs to have a big game.
I
just want 100 yards, Dave.
Yeah, well, we need to make up for the fact that we got the worst quarterback in the Big 12 playing for us right now. So
here we go.
Yeah. So you need to run for extra. So give me Dallin Hayden impact on offense. You want me to give you another player?
Yeah. Give me him.
Dude, how about get Zach Atkins more involved in this offense, man? Shoot, like he could be helpful. This is where I'll criticize Pat Shurmur for all you guys. Just if we're not bitching about the coaching enough, here you go. Dude, a tight end can be a terrible quarterback's best friend. Get him involved in this offense more. He's shown that he can be productive in limited usage. How about you get him out there more?
Yeah. No. For me, I'm gonna go with this is a tough one. I would have done Dallin Hayden, but with you going with that, I'll pick a different one. I'm gonna go with a crazy one, Dave, just based on what we saw last week. And you're gonna crash out on this. Terrell Timmons.
Dude, I love that. Terrell Timmons has sneaky better years than everybody expected.
Terrell Timmons last week was the best receiver on the field for Colorado. I have a feeling that based on them watching tape of that game, they're going to see that he deserves more. And I think Terrell Timmons is going to have a big week, a big week. So that's where I'm at. I think we were all a little bit shocked and proud of that. Terrell Timmons balling, and he can block. I agree with what Statement says. That's what I saw on tape. Is he's part of that contingency from last year that knew how to block, and that is a skill that we absolutely need.
Dude, name me a Big 12 quarterback better than Kaidon Salter right now. I'll wait, or worse than Kaidon Salter.
Avery Johnson. Ooh.
I mean, that's a great agenda. That's a great agenda.
Isn't that a great comparison? To me, they're the same guys.
Yeah, that's a great agenda. Dude, how did we lose to that guy last year? How did we lose? Freaking dude. Man, we love to call cover zero when it makes no sense, dude. Why are we still calling cover one, cover zero, man?
I don't know. And here's the thing. I want to say something real quick to everybody in the chat because I want you guys to understand something. Okay. Dave and I, and mostly me, huge Terrell Timmons haters in the offseason. We have called for him to transfer out.
Oh, yeah. I never called for him to leave.
We all did it. Okay. I apologize. Look at this, Dave. You want to see how big this is? I was wrong. Okay? I was wrong. Do you see how that works, Dave? When you get a take wrong in this industry of talking about sports, you can admit that you're wrong and move forward and cheer that person on. So I will admit that I had terrible takes on Terrell Timmons, and he is one of the better guys that we have right now when it comes to the wide receiver room. So,
dude, yeah, man, Mr. Maurice, this is why This is why we got the worst quarterback in the Big 12. All
Calling
right.
audible. Calling audible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
coaches fix it. Like both. Both are bad. Both are bad.
All right. Impact players on this team. Do I want to take a serious approach to this? No. On defense, no. I'll give you the serious ones if you want them. If not, we can circle back. But
How about one of both?
Okay. Serious player to watch for is London Merritt. We need him to have a couple sacks in order to win this game. I think so. And non-serious, it's mainly just a hope. I don't care. He hasn't played all year. Start TJ Branch at safety Saturday. You do it. You do it. We need somebody in this secondary with that kind of energy, talent, and attitude. Please, God. And I don't care if he'll have struggles, man. That guy is the future. Start him now.
Love it. I love it. You want a joking one?
Yeah, give me a joking one.
No, I'm asking you. Do you want to give us a joking one?
That was
like
kind
one
of a
serious?
joke.
Okay.
But dude, I'll say this, man.
Super serious then.
I'm all for player nicknames, guys, but I'm going Dark Side Dave on this, man. What has Quentin Gibson done to earn that nickname Q for 6, man? He hasn't done anything to earn that nickname yet. Does he have a touchdown on the year?
No. Does not. Does not yet have his first touchdown.
No, man. I'm not calling him Q for 6, guys, until he's actually scoring touchdowns for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Everyone's already calling him Q for 6, dude. Hold on, Dave. That boy earned that in high school. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, man. I know he holds the record, dude, but that guy ain't scoring touchdowns yet.
Oh, here we go. We got one of the people. You all need to watch the All-22. Like we didn't watch the All-22, and we have said that Shermer sucks. Way to pay attention, the juice.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
Know exactly where you're at.
Hey, score touchdowns and make sure you wave the guy off when there's a bad punt saying Peter, so it can't Michael in the back, dude. That Q for 6 has not earned his nickname yet. So, yeah, I just called him that. No,
just yet. He's not saying that. Guys, he's not saying that Quentin Gibson is not going to be a player. He's just saying he just hasn't earned the nickname yet.
He's on the Taco Bell Cup, dude. The guy's getting love. We love him, dude. But I was listening to some other post games, and I had heard every single time they're calling him Q for. What the hell are we talking about, man? This guy hasn't scored a touchdown yet. So,
I like that, Cam. I like that.
You know, a lot of people don't like it, man. Because that's all he did for high school, dude. It's gonna come. He's got to do it for college. I know I'm going dark side on that, but we didn't start calling Jordan Seaton the franchise till after he started putting up.
That's true.
Some production, right?
That's true. Yes, this walk, I love it. All
right, so sorry, I don't have a joke, dude. My joke was TJ Branch because I doubt he's going to start. So
yeah. On defense for me, I'm going to see us get after the quarterback. I'm going to go again with my man because he got his first sack. London Merritt. I think even though he's on the injury report, I think he's going to have a big week. I like what I'm seeing from him. Hey, Dave, 7 tackles for a loss from our defense last week. Was it good? Was it great? No. Was it good enough? Yes. They gave us a chance to win. I liked what I saw. London Merritt getting after the quarterback. Rocco can run? Do you know how many yards Rocco has running this year? He has like none.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
He is a pocket passer.
Dude, it does not matter. He will run for a career high again.
Oh, I know. He probably will.
He
probably will, Gualo. You're probably right. I mean, let's be honest. That's what happens with this team. We say one thing and that week the team does the other thing. So there it is.
Yeah, super chats are unavailable till November 20th.
On your side.
Yeah, send them to Russ. Sorry for interrupting you. Continue on.
Come to my channel.
So
I've got the super chats.
Yeah, get to Russ's channel.
Did you get it solved, Dave? They're figuring it out?
Dude, no, dude. I still have to reach out to an attorney, dude. I'm still trying to find somebody.
God, this is annoying. Another question. Somebody asked a question that was actually future, if you scrolled up just Alex Garcia. On things that we need in the off-season moves. We're not in questions yet. Let's do our predictions. Dave. Let's just get to the predictions. What we think. is going to happen in this game. Dave, let's hear it, Dark Side. What is your prediction of this game?
Yeah, man, we lose this game. But I will say we cover the spread. Actually, man, I don't trust this team to cover the spread with Kaidon Salter start. No way. So I'll give you two different predictions. If Kaidon Salter plays this game, we lose 17-27. Don't cover the spread. If Julian Lewis plays, man, we win this game 24-21, baby.
Wow.
If Julian Lewis plays in this game, we win, baby. That's how I feel about it.
Yep. Feels like FSU.
Feels like FSU. We're in for a damn fun year next year too, then, man. Dude, I'll say this, dude. If we win, I will do 100 push-ups, man. That will suck, but I will do it, man.
We love a counter.
But you won't hear us crying like our current QB1. That's how I feel about it. All right.
Juice, of course, better coaching would help this team. That's for any team. Like,
yeah.
Oh, God. CU finally has a running back with more than 15 carries. Book it. I like it. I like that one.
Dude, if we're going to run, if Downhagen runs for over 200 yards, he'll need more than 15 carries. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah. Okay. So, my prediction. I'm just going to go and be an optimist as I ever am. We got Dark Side Dave on one side. You've got Light Side Russ on the other. I'm going to go CU 27, Iowa State 24. And I'm going to say that CU pulls out the victory at the very end, wins by 3. And we've got a problem because I'm sure there'll be plenty of contingency of people saying that Salter is still the quarterback going forward, and we're just going to kind of move forward, thinking that we're good because we need a big loss out of CU to truthfully make change in the quarterback room, and I don't want to see it. I am a fan first and foremost. That's what people need to understand. I am a fan first and foremost. So. Looks like a lot of people are agreeing with you, Dave. We got a 24-14 from Alex Garcia.
Yeah.
So almost the same score as you.
The juice. I love this, man. Not even competitive.
Yeah, 42-21. But as he said, it's all on coaching. That would not be because Kaidon Salter is going to have a perfect game, Dave, and we're going to lose 42-21 because it's all coaching. It's not Kaidon Salter at all.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, dude. I haven't decided if I'll do a live game stream, I don't think it was fun, but I got to be honest, man. I thought I was going to be on there for maybe a quarter and a half at most because I said I would keep going as long as we weren't down 2 scores. So I just kept going. But I might just do it again, man. See if we can get a win, even with Kaidon Salter, man. I don't root against the team, man. If Salter starts, if he throws a touchdown, I'll be calling him elite on the game stream. So
now maybe we'll get lucky. I will say, I will not be able to do the post-game show this weekend.
Wait, what? What?
Unfortunately, I can't. My wife and I are in the process of adopting, and we have to go to an adoption class all day Saturday. All day Saturday.
Oh, that's right. And this game isn't at like midnight.
No, I got invited with free tickets to the game by one of my viewers. The ever amazing Riley in the chat invited me to the game with his tickets, and I had to decline because I can't get out of going to the adoption class that I have to go to. They only do every quarter. And it's an all-day thing. It's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm literally like missing the whole game because it's not a night game, even though I wish it was.
Riley, if you want to fly me out, I will.
Kevin Riley,
go
fly Dave out. He'll go to the game with you, Kevin. He was in here earlier. I do appreciate. I do appreciate the offer from Kevin. I would have loved to have done it. I really.
Oh man, Mr. Maurice, I forgot to text you back. He said I've been trying to give Dave tickets every week. He won't take them. Yeah, man. I've had other stuff. Even if you had them, I
Mr.
couldn't even
Maurice,
go.
other weeks I will take them. I'm literally 20 minutes away from Folsom. Like, I will take tickets. This week just happens to be the 1 week that I'm literally busy on a Saturday, and that it's not a late game. Like, that's what's been awesome, is like I haven't had any issues because it's the late games, even though I hate the late games. But
Oh, dude, let's be honest, dude. I probably wouldn't even go to this game too because I want to wake up and watch the Broncos Sunday morning, and I'm not waking up early if I'm going.
if it was a late game, if it was a
Well,
late game,
yeah, I guess
there's
that's
that
true.
too.
It's not a late game.
That's true.
Could do it.
We all love K-Salt, we do, but the kid is part of the problem offensively, says OFB. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate all the congrats in the chat. Yes.
Dude.
Long road. Children are not easy.
Let's hope they're fun though, man.
Oh,
hey, you could have the next genius kid, and now
maybe I have the next quarterback for
you can
CU.
make money off of them.
That's right. Maybe I have the next, CU superstar quarterback. I don't know.
Let's go.
I don't
Start
know how this
training
works. Who knows? I'm gonna become one of those like helicopter quarterback coaching parents that think they know everything.
Yes. Yeah, anyways, I guess this about covers it, man.
Yeah.
I agree, man. We need some real college coaches.
Yeah.
And at the coordinator, I want
at the coordinator spot.
Yeah.
I'm not like everybody else that's calling all of the position coaches. There are some position coaches I don't love, but like the D-line position coaches, like the D-line's one of the strengths when it comes to our defense. Like, DBs suck, safeties aren't great, linebackers suck. To tell me that you want to get rid of Hilo, Sapp, and Pecco because of I don't know what, I have no idea what you're talking about there. Marshall Falk, great. Offensive line coaches have much improved. Okay. I do agree. We need a quarterback coach.
Yeah.
Dave.
What are we? Dude, what is Cordell
coach.
doing, man? He's not doing anything. His son's already off playing college ball, right?
The question is, maybe he doesn't want it. I don't know, but offer him. Why isn't he in there?
Already got relationship with Juju. And I will say that'd
be cool.
I did do some slight investigation, and at least like maybe the 5 or 6 college teams that I looked at, their offensive coordinator also is the quarterback's coach. Yeah. But yeah, like we need a guy that's more of an innovator, man. Again, like
we need a true quarterback coach.
In the Big 12. That's not cutting it for anybody. I don't care if your name's Pat Shermer or whatever, man.
Hey, for anybody out there that wants to say that Julian Lewis is going to transfer or whatnot, here's your answer. Bring in his quarterback coach as the quarterback coach. The old guy that he coaches with. Like, ask him if he wants to come and be the quarterback's coach for Julian Lewis. You don't think that would get Julian Lewis to stay here no matter what happens going forward? Like, for those people who are like, he's automatically leaving, not really thinking about it. There's that.
Yeah. But I want, because Robert Livingston, granted, he has disappointed me this year in some respect, right? But I think he tries to scheme, I guess. I think we did see ourselves play a little bit more zone coverage over the past, couple weeks. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I just want a true innovator and a true scheme guy at the offensive coordinator position.
Yes, I want a true college innovative coach that is out there. Like, there's so many that there are going to be. Like, just wait as more people get fired, Dave. Wait for more people to get fired. There's going to be more coaches available that are coming out of college that are really good. I want something cool and good and upcoming. I mean, I've said it 100 times. I would love to see a head coach who's just not a good head coach at the college level. Okay. By the way, guys, I like to say this all the time. Yes. So college coaches, head coach, football coach, they're more of like a figurehead than anything. There's not that many college football coaches that call the plays out there, but their important job is being able to make the big decisions. I will say they need to make clock management, which is something Coach Prime needs to start figuring out a little better of. I'll call that out.
I mean, that's one of his biggest weaknesses. We know.
Yes.
That. Yeah.
But, they know X's and O's, but they're not the one making those decisions. So to get somebody to come in who's maybe a head coach that really their job should have just been X's and O's on offense, like a Malzahn, on what he's doing, like, that's my dream. That's my dream. Can we bring somebody in like that who is just an offensive? What's Cliff Kingsbury up to? these days.
He's the OC in Washington.
Is he? Is he OC in NFL
Jay
still?
Daniels. Yeah.
So see, someone like that. Not necessarily NFL guy, but like guy who like absolutely dominated college football.
Yeah.
Who's out there? Who's out there, Dave?
It's somebody, dude. I want somebody who's gonna. I don't know, man. We just need an up and comer guy. And if he's only here a few years, who cares, dude?
We need a guy to cook. Yeah, we need a guy to cook.
We need a guy to cook, man. So I mean, who's calling the plays at Jackson State this year? I saw that guy, that quarterback put up huge numbers this past week, man.
I need something. I need something new.
Mike Vick, is he calling plays, dude? I don't know, dude. Georgia Tech OC, dude. I'm saying even go steal freaking GAs from Oregon just to figure out how they're running their offense, man.
Does Gus Malzahn have a protege? TC Taylor
calling the plays? Is he calling the plays? There you go.
Jeez. He's an up-and-comer. That might be a good
dude. You imagine how much more those fans would hate.
Oh God.
Poaching 2 head coaches.
If he poaches somebody out of Jackson State again,
dude, hopefully Gus Malzahn has a protege. I mean, there's plenty. Again, you can take chances on like assistants,
Yeah.
They're looking for a promotion.
There you go. Jimbo Fisher.
I mean, I would say no to Chip Kelly because he doesn't care about recruiting at all. And
no, he would not be a part of that recruiting.
And especially
he's literally just for the
God
offense.
forbid he's got to miss time more and not going to go on the recruiting trail, whatever. Like, that's fine. We need a guy that's going to be hitting the road like often. That's not going to be Chip Kelly. Jimbo Fisher could do it though.
Yeah, we need OCs that are going to recruit because Pat Shurmur is recruiting guys. I mean, he is literally going on visits and seeing these guys in person. And he is probably one of the bigger reasons we had Julian Lewis. I will give him that. And Alex, you do not want me because I am not the X's and O's at all.
Hire me.
There's a reason that I was a head soccer coach is because the X's and O's don't really exist in that. It was more about me prepping and practice and motivating and doing all that stuff than it was X's and O's. I will say I have every respect for football coaches because I've always said this. Football coaches impact the game more than any other sport, by the way. Every other sport, it's live all the time, Dave. Ice hockey, basketball to an extent. I know they run plays and they do all that stuff, but even then it's like, how much can you do? Football, you stop every play to give the coach the ability to make a decision. Yeah. So football is the one sport that coaching, yes, does matter the most, but you also need good players to actually execute. And I still think, again, hearing every ex-NFL, ex-college player associated with this program say that right now the problem is a lot of execution, not just play calling, I'm going to believe them. So
let's end on this question. Alex Garcia saying, aside from the Buffs, you think Shedeur is going to get a fair shot?
No, I think Bailey Zappi is going to get promoted to the team. He's going to get second string. You guys are going to be pissed. Then Deshaun Watson's going to be activated. He's going to get a shot at the quarterback position and the Browns. I'm telling you, they will go kicking and screaming before they let Shedeur Sanders see the field.
Dude, I'm at the point, and
Shedeur Sanders' career is over before it started, and it's because the Browns decided that it's over just to prove a point.
I think he'll get some games just because Dylan Gabriel.
I don't think they want to, Dave, because it's going to be a Tebow situation at that point.
Probably not, because whoever drafted Dylan Gabriel is not going to want to see that he's the worst quarterback out of the two. But I said this during the draft when he was falling. To me, at this point as a Shedeur fan, it doesn't even matter, honestly, the level that he's playing at. I wish that he would just take the Warren Moon path, buy out his contract or void it somehow and just go to the CFL for a few years, do what Warren Moon did, absolutely tear it up, and then find yourself in another opportunity in the NFL, dude. I at least want to see you play.
Mr. Murray, some fans who won't blame CU coaches are blaming Cleveland coaches. It's a little different. This would be if like Julian Lewis, But I'll blame the coaches for not playing Julian Lewis if it continues like this. I absolutely will.
I mean, you got to wonder about their development plan if he still isn't ready halfway into the season, man. And I know you could say he was 17 when he started, but I think we all expected if this season did not go well that we would see him by mid-season. So
we can only hope, Stars, that Shedeur gets traded. We really can. And it does frustrate me because there are so many, like, I can't believe that Cincinnati traded to Cleveland for Joe Flacco and weren't able to pry Shedeur Sanders. I don't know if they attempted it. Maybe Cleveland blocked it. I don't know. We don't get that information. But it's just like crazy that the Bengals actually traded in division with the Browns, which everyone said wouldn't happen. That was the one thing I heard when he went down and everyone's like, okay, Shedeur Sanders is the next quarterback of Cincinnati. Everyone's like, oh, they won't trade in division. And then Joe Flacco is the one that gets traded. Like, what? That tells you that he's being blackballed right there.
Well, I think Cleveland would also want more from him for him, because you look at the compensation for Joe Flacco, it was, you know, a fifth and Joe Flacco for a sixth, like coming back or something like that.
Oh, okay. I get you. They probably just wanted a straight fifth to at least get that back from.
Dude, I bet Shedeur. At the very least, I bet that they would want a 4th round pick or multiple day 3.
But again, that to me is blackballing because it's saying that, oh, we value this guy not enough to play him, but enough that we're not going to trade him anywhere unless we get a whole boatload of stuff. So what does that tell you? Like, that literally is hypocritical in the sense that, hey, we value this guy a lot because he's worth a lot, but we're not going to play him because we don't think he's good. Like, that makes no sense to me.
If the owner mandated that they drafted him, he will mandate that he plays at some point this year if they keep losing games.
Do you think
it will happen? That's my only hope, dude. It's my only hope.
I know.
Remember, Deshaun Watson is only here because the owner wanted him here, but you seen that.
It's just crazy watching that stuff unfold. And hey, if we want to talk about NFL and buffs, like, I'm still pissed about Travis Hunter and how Jacksonville is using him. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous.
They said it was going to be the same thing. It hasn't been the same thing.
Not only that, but look what he can do when you get the ball in his hands. Like, by the way, loved the quote from Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce on their show talked about it because Kansas City lost to Jacksonville. Dave, you know what Travis Kelce says in his podcast about that game? He's like, why Jacksonville won't just send Travis Hunter down the field and throw him the ball, I have no clue. Just get that guy the ball in his hands. Throw it up to him. See what happens. Like, you should be doing that with that guy. They're misusing him. He even said that, which I found hilarious to see that from the guy on the opposite side of the field who was like, yeah, I can see what this kid can do. Like, he is insane, and they are completely misusing him.
I know, man. I know. Hopefully they can just throw him the ball more, man. You do that more, you'll win more games. But they're 4-1 right now, which is awesome. And yeah, man, like, you can't complain too much, I guess. Trevor Lawrence, man, I don't think he's a very good quarterback, but
no, not at all. He
got oh my God, more respect on Dabo Sweeney, man, because he was a can't miss guy coming out.
Dave, like, seeing the clips of that Jacksonville Jaguars, they could have blown out Kansas City if Trevor Lawrence was actually any good. Like, blown him out. Like, there was people wide open for big touchdowns, which, by the way, Dave, makes me feel very good as a Broncos fan because Kansas City is susceptible, Dave. They are susceptible. Their defense is susceptible. And if their defense is susceptible and we have a good defense, I have a good feeling about the Broncos versus Kansas City this year. Yeah. It might be our chance, Dave, at the division.
I think it is, man. I think it is. I don't think they're blackballing you. These are just like terrible franchises.
You got to remember.
This is stuff that happens with them every year.
Yeah, this is the hard part when it comes to being a top draft pick and stuff, guys, is you sometimes just get blackballed in situations that just don't make sense. There's a reason that these teams are always the same teams in the top 10 of picking. Am I right, Dave?
What was the one team I didn't want Shedeur to go to?
Cleveland. We all didn't. I didn't want Travis. I didn't want Shedeur going to Cleveland. I said that. Anywhere else would have been better. If I'm being honest. Anywhere else would have been better. Man. Absolutely terrible.
All right, Russ. Well, thanks again for joining me on Buff Blitz. We went way over time. That's just how much fun
we had. We had fun. 100 an hour and 40 minutes. We had fun.
At the end of the day, we're losing this week if we put Kaidon Salter out there. Hopefully I can, those words come back to haunt me. and we win this game, but it's not looking good. But Russ, what you got going on in your channel? All that.
Yeah, like I said, we'll try and do something Friday early to preview the game and have kind of final conversations, whatever happened in this week. Like I said, won't be on post game, but Monday we got the. Is it going to be Victory Monday or is it going to be Crash Out Monday, Dave? You're saying it's going to be absolute
Hell
Crash
yeah,
Out Monday.
Crash Out Monday.
So I will see everybody on Crash Out Monday. And hey, you guys need to call in because I got to give away shirts. I didn't get to give away a shirt today. We only had 3 callers and they've all gotten a shirt already.
Dude, let's go.
So if you're not initially a part of my channel on here right now, you're on Dave's side, I'm giving away Taco Bell t-shirts for the best phone calls of the day on Mondays. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel and you come watch the live show on Monday and call into the show. No call is a bad call. I have yet to have like an absolutely horrendous call. I did have one guy try and argue with me back and forth. He was just going crazy about, random stuff that I was like, everybody in the comments was like, hang up on this guy. But there's that. So we appreciate all you guys in the chat.
Dude, that sounds fun. Yeah, you guys make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for notification on Russ's channel, as well as mine, because I still haven't fully decided if I'll do another play-by-play watch along. I mean, that was surprisingly fun.
You know what, Dave? Maybe maybe not this week, but next week, we do a co-stream live show so we can react and crash out.
We just have to figure
together
out the timing of the stream. That's the thing that has screwed things up in the past.
Okay.
So I've been on with other people, and they're reacting before I see the play.
Oh, yeah. Well, the key is we got to watch together. Like, there's a way to do it. I've seen it before. You like,
okay, if you look into that, I will do that.
Yeah,
I will do that.
Because what we could do is we could stream on like your Discord privately. We could stream
maybe
the
that
game.
will get people to actually sign up for my page.
Watch the Discord together, and then we'll react to the actual Discord watching, where I think it would line up a little better.
Dude, that's cool. But yeah, some people are mad. They're like, my play-by-play sucks. Guys, it was a play-by-play reaction, man. I wasn't trying to do play-by-play.
That's not what a live watch along is. It's just literally like if we're sitting on the couch together.
Yeah, there's
in your living room.
And I'm not in the booth.
I've done live reacts on all sorts of things, in my YouTube life. And the whole idea is you're just there, giving momentary like comments when things happen. You're not doing play-by-play.
This is hilarious by Kevin, man.
Kevin, please.
Yeah.
Come on over, Kevin.
Yeah, come on over and tune in on Saturday, yeah, because maybe I might be calling for Dominique Ponder, man. I might be doing it.
Julius, Kavion Bryant has no effect on Juju. You have to get a quarterback every other class. It's literally a given. Every other class, you should be grabbing a top quarterback out of high school. And by the way, Kavion Bryant is not committing to Colorado if he's committing 2 years in advance.
No.
He's not.
Also, where'd you wear your Taco Bell shirt, dude? At Taco Bell, motherfucker?
No, it's not even a Taco Bell shirt. It's a player shirt. It literally is a Julian Lewis, a Jordan Seaton, a Quentin Gibson shirt. It just happens to have.
To show them yet? Have they dropped them yet?
He said, well, he just said start wearing them more. I forgot to wear mine tonight.
Oh, well, I don't want to get in trouble and take this down again.
Well, no, because literally, by the way, Buddy over here, not Buddy, one of my watchers, he has the Quentin Gibson shirt. I don't even have the Quentin Gibson shirt.
The Quentin Gibson shirt, man, what? Dude, Buddy with Quentin, with Q for 6? Q for 0 right now. It's time to score some
I don't think it was
touchdowns,
Buddy.
dude.
I think it was Colton, actually. He's not on right now. But yes, one of the guys, the Juice, I need my shirt.
Dude, let me see if I got it.
You got the shirt over there? Which one? You got the Julian Lewis or you got the Jordan Seaton?
I got the Julian Lewis one somewhere, dude. But I mean, these are nice shirts.
Yeah, look at this. It's not a Taco Bell. Like, by the way, guys, just so you know. Oh, do I have any Prime glasses? Actually, guys, I do have a set of the brand new Prime glasses that I need to give away at some point. I need to give these away. These are $90 sunglasses that I need to get out there. Okay, Buddy got Jordan Seaton.
Dude, that's good, man. Yeah, man.
But I'm going to give away these sunglasses at some point this season. I have got to figure out how I'm going to give these away to you guys. So make sure you're subscribed so you know when I give these away as well.
Is there a way to count the amount of interactions you've had per subscriber? And whoever has the most interaction
by the end of the season?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one, Dave. I might need it because isn't there the new leaderboards too that are being added?
Yeah, maybe they got some analytics on that.
Yeah, there you go. I might have to look into that. I might have to look into that. But these are going to be given away at some point this season, mind you. These are the brand new Coach Prime blenders that I got from Blenders.
Dude. Hey, Russ. I know we were ending this, but I got to ask you, do you watch a lot of movies and stuff?
I do.
Dude, maybe we should do like a movie review sometime.
We should do that. Well, we'll start a new channel. We'll call it David Talks Movies. With Russ, the commentator.
My other channel, it's called David FX, where I was supposed to do like reviews and stuff like that. And I've only talked about alien stuff on there. But dude, we should do that sometime.
We'll do that.
Anyways,
guys.
dude,
it's happening.
I'm gonna shut this down because I'm hungry.
Let's
Is that okay?
Yes.
Dude, at the end of the day, as much as I shit on you, Kaidon Salter, I pray you play really well on Saturday and we can win. Go Buffs, Russ. Any final word?
Long live Kaidon Salter. Long live Kaidon Salter.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.